And looking forward, it's almost difficult to imagine what the world will be looking like in the future once the Internet of Things is fully in effect. However, it is very exciting to think about all the different changes that are coming to society, and of course all the different opportunities that are coming as a result of the Internet of Things. And Nucleus Vision is definitely one of those cryptocurrencies that definitely has my attention moving forward, and considering all the different aspects of life that are going to be affected by the Internet of Things, it's definitely interesting to be looking forward in respect to the potential that's made available by Nucleus Vision and so forth, especially putting the power of data back into the hands of the public, which is something that is obviously a huge deal as we currently look at the situation. If you look at the news and all across various levels of society, people are talking about their data. People are becoming conscious of how their data is being used in relationship to advertisers, how data is being used in so many different layers of society, which actually hadn't really been taken into consideration before the current paradigm shift that we've been experiencing regarding the way that the digital world overlays in regards to the actual physical world. So when it comes to NCASH, it's no surprise that they'll be leveraging this new data conscious civilization that's being built in regards to basically targeting their movement of the cryptocurrency and leveraging all this opportunity. And of course, when it comes to the data conscious civilization that we're moving forward towards, there comes a lot of different opportunities because of it. When it comes to retail outlets, there's an entirely new range of opportunities that aren't even being considered currently when people think about retail. When you think about the fact that everybody is carrying their smartphones with them wherever they go, and they're having the ability to provide corporations with information that could lead to differences in brand decisions, differences in product decisions, in advertising, targeting. So many different levels of these things are all coming into effect. So when you consider loyalty programs and all the different potential that's in store for them when it comes to leveraging this data usage and moving forward into the next paradigm of technology, it's definitely interesting to see how NCASH is developing, and of course the fact that it's really establishing itself across the board on different nations, because cryptocurrency, one of the beautiful things about it is that it takes us into a world where we're interacting with not just within one national border. It basically is anybody who can connect to the internet has the potential to really take advantage of these opportunities that are moving forward. And a lot of the problems that exist in regards to the loyalty programs that currently operate is just the simple fact that loyalty programs, I mean, there's so many of them. And when it comes to actually having a system in place that gives value, it seems like it's a perfect fit for cryptocurrency in the long run. So in particular, NCASH is one of those technologies that's really strategically positioning themselves to have a specific level of dominance when it comes to the society that we're looking forward to, and all the different levels of it that are going to be connected to the internet. Now, when you consider the Internet of Things and you're talking about something like this, you really have to take into consideration the fact that your car will be connected connected to the internet. Cell phones were just the start. First we had our smartphones, then we had our smart everything, smart dishwashers, smart from literally any small thing that you can imagine will eventually be connected to the internet, because it's all about money and it's all about efficiency. There's a lot of different levels of society that can benefit from going online, and of course there's a lot of different bodies of power that have basically they're positioning themselves in such a way where they will have a very large amount of benefit when it comes to seeing these different variables coming online, TVs going online, all these different things. And when it comes to I mean, for anybody who isn't exactly entirely familiar with the Internet of Things, it's really something that it requires learning about a lot. I mean, I've been reading about it for a long time, and it's already in effect. Our devices are already operating and sending information to one another at an impressive degree. And as we move forward and more people are getting smartphones, more people are going online, and more items are going online across the world, the Internet of Things is only going to get bigger and bigger. So as far as I'm concerned, from an investing perspective, thinking about the Internet of Things in 2018, when we talk about how early cryptocurrency is, the fact that cryptocurrency has a long way to go from where it currently is existing, the Internet of Things is still in its baby stages as well. So there's a lot of different variables that need to be taken into consideration in regards to moving forward and seeing how these different things are going to be implemented in real time. When I think about the different cryptocurrencies that are listed on just CoinMarketCap, I definitely make a point to consider how these technologies are going to be interacting with the real world. It's definitely an interesting way to be looking at the development of these technologies and the different potential that's in store for them to a large extent. When it comes to looking at the different possibilities that are in store, NCASH is definitely one of those technologies that's difficult for me to ignore. I think currently, definitely looking at that market cap where it is right now, at 434 billion. I mean, that's a really sexy market cap, if I don't mind saying myself, and especially seeing how the entire cryptocurrency community has been responding. Especially we have to look at Bitcoin. No matter what your feelings are in regards to Bitcoin, it is the top dog currently, and whatever happens to Bitcoin is going to echo throughout the entire community. So it is definitely interesting to see that Bitcoin is establishing itself at that $9,000 price point. Now, I know this is low in comparison to where we were seeing things at the end of 2018. At the end of 2017, for example. But moving forward, it is, just in the light of the current situation, we were seeing a really significant market correction that was happening, and it seemed like it was going to go on forever. We felt every bit of it from, what was it, May 19th-ish, May 5th, March, the March time frame. That's a large amount of time just to be dealing with the fear, uncertainty, and doubt of the current predicament regarding the cryptocurrency. So hats off to everybody who's managed to stay strong. This is fundamentally why we always say that it's important to pay attention to the technologies and what the technologies are positioning themselves to actually do in the real world, rather than just buying into the hype, because as you can see from the overall cryptocurrency lifespan, it it is known as a volatile community, and it's certainly a lot to be said. So, but it is interesting to see NCASH where it currently is existing at that, I mean, where it currently is at that 6% for today, almost 7%, and I'm definitely excited to be moving forward. I mean, looking at the different news articles regarding NCASH, that FUD definitely hurt the reputation. Well, I wouldn't say it hurt the NCASH's reputation because it was just FUD, but of course it did affect the public consciousness, which can basically turn on a dime. So I don't necessarily worry about what people who aren't necessarily informed regarding the data side, because my understanding of cryptocurrency is fundamentally data driven, and anybody who's operating on from any other perspective, it's sort of gets put in the back seat as far as how interested I am in regards to moving forward. But yeah, EOS, definitely a technology that I'll be making a video on and speaking about in the future. But yeah, Nucleus Vision, definitely one of those technologies to be on the lookout for in regards to moving forward and seeing how these different developments are looking in real time. I definitely recommend that everybody go and follow Nucleus Vision on their official Twitter, of course. I mean, Twitter is just a really great resource when it comes to gathering information regarding cryptocurrencies and basically being educated in regards to the developments that are happening in real time. And if you're not on Twitter, I would definitely recommend that you make one. Definitely go and make sure that you follow me on my Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber. And yeah, it is really awesome to see the community that we've been able to build across all these different social media platforms. On YouTube, the real-time sub count is 17,902. So I'm definitely excited to see how many subscribers we've managed to get. We'll be reaching 18,000 shortly, no doubt, but I'm definitely excited to see how many people have jumped on board. And yeah, it looks like my cousin's commenting what's going on. But yeah, I mean, looking at I actually am including a link to this video down in the description down below. So if anybody's interested in you know, watching this video, it's only like a 7-minute video, definitely go and check that out. You know, interesting perspective from this guy, cryptocurrency vlog, and definitely yeah, so definitely go and check out that piece of content right there. And yeah, looking forward, the Internet of Things is definitely going to be a big variable in regards to the development of society. People don't really think about it too often right now, but being on the cutting edge of these technologies as they've been developing, it's important to have an Internet of Things. But also remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your dad. The whole purpose of me making this video is for me to share my opinion regarding these technologies and so forth. But all that being said, I'm definitely excited to be seeing all the things that are in store for Nucleus Vision moving forward. There's definitely a lot of real-time applications that are possible when it comes to seeing what's in store for NCASH, and they're definitely one of those technologies that's really fundamentally going to be changing the way that people perceive the ways that their data is being used. Now, stressing this point about the data usage, it's really something that the public is starting to warm themselves up to. I mean, you watch the news any day with the recent scandal that was happening with Facebook and so forth regarding data. People are starting to recognize how their activities on the internet is being used and marketed in regards to corporate interests and so forth. And this is just the start of it, because we're going to see this influence all levels of society. Like we always talk about on here, how cryptocurrency is still in its early stages. I mean, certainly there's going to be a lot of developments that are in store for these technologies as we continue to move forward. And yeah, I'm definitely excited. So if you're not already, make sure that you're following Nucleus Vision on their official Twitter account and so forth. But yeah, I'm definitely excited overall and seeing the steps. I mean, talking about the fact that Nucleus Vision has the possibility of becoming a global currency. I mean, it already is to some extent, but not anywhere near as big as it's going to be in the future. So, and I also understand Nucleus Vision is one of those technologies that's had a lot of hype built up around it on social media, and this is both a good and a bad. Well, it can be seen as a positive and a negative from multiple different perspectives, and I guess I'll just leave that up to you to make your own determination regarding the actual state of when it comes to that. But in regards to my opinion, because this whole video is just my opinion, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you that I personally am looking forward and paying attention to the possibilities that are in store for the Internet of Things. Whenever I hear about the Internet of Things, it makes me pay attention. But yeah, all that being said, I hope you've enjoyed the content. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.